Hi there, my name is Kevin Durand, and I play Stig Gustafson in The Naked Gun. I got involved just because I got sent the script, and I think they were checking to see if I would be interested in playing the character. But funny enough, I was on a party bus with my friend Matt Bettinelli Old-Pan. He was asking me, what do you got coming up now? And the party bus, we were going theater to theater, sneaking in to see Abigail, the film that we had done together. And I said, well, I got this offer for this film, this comedy. I never get to do comedies. And he was like, oh, what is it? And I told him it was The Naked Gun. And he said, he said, yeah, my best friend since I was 3 is directing that. And so he went off about Akiva, and I felt like I knew Akiva by the time we finished that evening. So he had been texting back and forth with Akiva, and they were asking me, Akiva was asking me questions through Matt. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is going to be a lot of fun. I was a gigantic fan of the Leslie Nielsen films, as probably most everyone was. The idea of Liam Neeson coming in and playing his son, playing Frank Drebin Jr., just seemed like the most perfect thing I had heard of. The comedy is, I didn't know how I was going to play the comedy, because I'm pretty rubber-faced and animated, and I've had to hold back on a lot of that, because you're playing the seriousness of the moment, and you let the actual situation be the funny part. So it took a little bit of training by Akiva. Stig Gustafson is basically the henchman for Mr. Kane. He's kind of his go-to man. I run security for everything that has to do with the planet Kane. He's an efficient henchman. At least he tries to be. Liam Neeson, honestly, is one of my great heroes. So in the acting world, so I had been watching him and going out of my way to find his films, and always noticing this very tall, incredibly compelling actor. And I was like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be like him, because I was another tall actor trying to figure out, well, do tall actors get work in film? I really didn't know. I thought that maybe I would only be able to play creatures and whatnot. When I went to set, they said, do you want to meet Liam? He's right around the corner doing fight rehearsal. And I became a little boy, and I got really scared and shy. And they're like, no, he'll want to meet you. And I was like, I don't want to bother him. And then I poked my head around the corner, and he saw me right away. And he was like, Kevin Durand. And and he came and shook my hand, and told me that he was excited that I was there, and that he loved my work. And it's so funny because, they say don't meet your heroes, but Liam Neeson is even better than I could have imagined him to be. And so fun to work with, and compassionate, generous, very committed, fun guy. Pamela Anderson as Beth is pretty genius casting. I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with her, but immediately what you get from Pamela is just, she has this extreme sincerity, and this sweetness and innocence, and she's very, very funny. And I think people are going to be really, really happy with. I'm blown away by what she's doing. The other day, she was doing this one scene, and we were all just standing in pee puddles because she was so funny and so committed, and yeah, she's really terrific. My special training for this was bleaching my hair. It was a rigorous, intense training session where my scalp was on fire, but I was doing it for this character so that I could get into the sand space. And here I am, blonde and beautiful. Dude, you could turn my hair purple. You could shave it. You could put a wig down to my waist. I'm always about trying to look different and be someone else. So I was all about it. Well, I mean, he's cutting edge comedy, and always kind of tongue in cheek and higher thinking, smart comedy. So he's perfect for this world. I've got my night vision binoculars out from a building across the way, trying to see what Frank Drebin's up to. And there he is, there he is with Pamela, and they're kind of on this date of sorts, and the situations that arise, all of the innuendo, once the drapes are closed, and just seeing these silhouettes, and then seeing through the walls and not having any sense of dimension. The images that came out of it were so ridiculous, and to think that I'd get to play the reactions to that was kind of hilarious. This kind of comedy is deeply needed right now in the world. We really need to laugh right now. We all do. I sure do. We all want to laugh so bad. I'm always scouring, trying to find something to make me laugh. Well, here you are.